Welcome to the Jacob and Nick Show. Yeah. Jacob and Nick Show. Jacob and Nick Show. Starring Jacob Little Bit Mellow and Nick the Stud.
God damn it.
Hey guys, Nick the Stud here. Joined by
Little bitch.
Little Bitch Mellow.
I don't like this anymore.
Welcome to the Jacob and Nick Show. We have quite a show for you today.
Do we ever?
Glad you asked. Quite a show for you today. The question on all of our minds is, if you could go back in time, what would you do? But first, this episode is brought to you by
Steven Seagal's Time of Death. When Russian terrorists, funded by Al-Qaeda, take over New York's inner city, only one man can stop it.
Trick or treat.
This Christmas,
Feliz Navidad.
Steven Seagal is the corner in Time of Death.
Hey, tough guy.
And this year, he isn't the only one with cold feet.
Take off your shoes. Let me put a toe tag on you.
This ponytail just got a little bit more chilly.
Hey, tough guy.
You already said that one, Steven.
Wait, what?
How? What?
Come over here for a second. Let me talk to you.
What you gotta say?
I mean, you gotta make me look stupid in front of all the people, you know?
I've been lifting this whole conversation, Steven.
I mean, this is kind of, like, not cool, you know? I spent a lot of time putting money into this film. I wrote the shit. I am the shit.
You produced this?
Yes, I produced
Your own money?
it. My own money.
No other producers?
What the fuck do you think's gonna produce me?
Steven, you're gonna lose your ass on this film, I'm telling you. There's nothing watchable here.
Time of Death? No. So that was interesting.
Can you believe that's only his 68th film this year?
All right, so to get to our question, if you could go back in time, what would you do?
Well, I've got an inkling more than one of you will say something like kill Hitler or equally pedantic.
Yeah, that is like the go-to, isn't it?
Yeah, just, go back, run-of-the-mill assassinations.
I mean, like, you have to, or else you seem kind of like a jerk, don't you? Like, to say that, like I'm obligated to say, go do Hitler, right?
Yeah, and I'm fine looking like a jerk, because murder is not, not cool with me, even if he is the Fuhrer. And not even really useful if you think about it. Somebody else would pop up in his place who's probably more competent and just wouldn't tell his whole team to go and die in the snow. Here's my answer, and I've thought about this one. I'm going back, and it's really the only answer. Sure, for your money, go back, play the lotto, get a couple $1 million, go broke before your grandkids can see the money. What I'm doing...
It's a bit dark.
No, you want dark. Follow me on this journey, okay?
Okay.
I'm going back,
Me there.
okay, to the time where they're writing the Bible or the Quran or whatever, and I'm writing myself into one or two prophecies. What do you think?
I mean, I guess that would depend on what prophecy. What would the prophecy say?
Well, nothing too huge, just like they'll live a man, Jacob, born in '88, hung like a horse. Just something to put me a curve ahead of the rest, Like, all the people are walking on water in that thing. People are living 2,000 years old or whatever it is. Nobody's going to mind a little blurb about,
So would it get really strangely specific?
Oh, it's the only way it would work. Otherwise, there'd be a bunch of false prophets trying to claim they were I.
He who comes in the summer of '88 attends McNeil High School. It's going to make it seem like
GPA.
It's going to seem gibberish for a long time until all of a sudden it just kind of takes shape.
As soon as it takes shape, though, I'm not paying for a drink ever again.
He's gonna have a slight allergy to fruits.
Pasty skin and
He's gonna put on a few pounds, close to 2017.
But he'll make it work. More importantly, he will make it work.
It'd be like, is this you, Jacob? Is that?
I mean, I don't really follow this kind of stuff, but I mean, I guess it is. I mean, one could see a connection.
You are gonna get that false prophet across town, be like, yeah, name's Jacob. No, I'm Jacob.
You sh- Hold on one moment. I got to go back and chisel something else. And when I say thou, Jacob Mello, born in 88, specific North Austin area.
Not South Austin area. How close was he to a prophecy?
Oh,
What a shit show for him, man.
you can only fit so much on a tab, you know? I mean, you don't get pen and paper, okay? It's not it's not college rolled.
But, like, you really think that'd be more beneficial than just, like, playing the lotto a couple times and just getting rich?
Yeah, for sure. Who's going to evict a prophet?
But,
Nobody.
But, like, okay, so what happens with, okay, you realize that there's only so many believers right now.
Yeah, like half the world, especially if I work my way into the Quran and all that too.
Okay.
Get some Janes on my side, the whole deal.
Okay, so a little bit over half the world, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you still have a lot of people who don't believe.
Yeah, but how many people believe in a lotto winner, you know? I mean, how's that? Like, oh, here's, you're at a party, right? And you go, oh, here's my friend Nick. He won the lotto, and now he basically does shit for his life. Oh, here's my buddy Jacob. You know, the prophet. They've been waiting for eons.
Okay, but no one's gonna go out of their way to assassinate a lotto winner. But if someone starts toting prophecies, and you know what, I'm gonna be the man that kills the prophet. I'm just saying, like, you're gonna find some hero out there who just crazy enough that he's gonna do it, and then guess what? All your work was just for nothing.
I'll write it into the thing that you can't assassinate him.
Or what? The world's gonna end.
Something like that, yeah.
You're still gonna have a couple people that are just like, whatever. Let's take the world out.
Am I allowed to make it a work in progress? Like, am I allowed to find out who, like Groundhog's Day style, and I could, you know, Nick tries to kill me, and I go, oh, okay.
I feel like that's cheating. That's like, the question was, what would you do if you can go back? Now, could you go back every day and just reset?
But it says, if you can go back in time and do one thing and kill Hitler. So what if you go back and your choice is to kill Hitler, but he's a good juker and dodges a bullet? Did you just waste your go back in time, or did you get to work on it?
I guess you did waste it, because the question isn't like what.
You've got 5 minutes.
Yeah, because it doesn't take into account like the skill level that you bring back with you. It's like, I'm going to go back, I'm going to try it.
Yeah, you're going to go back and kill Hitler. Good luck, pal.
But
a lot of people try it.
You know what? I get pretty anxious around crowds, and you know what? You know, he's talking a lot. You know, I
got into it.
I don't have an exit strategy. I got into it.
I'm sure he's a good speaker.
You know,
you think I'm immune?
The man.
We got a whole country to back him. You think I'm?
That's.
I mean, hell, I got talked into giving $15 a month to PETA. You think I'm immune to that, man?
You know, I couldn't understand what he was saying, but god dang, the guy believed in it. No. So that's what you do. You'd become a prophecy.
Yeah, I mean,
and what if someone was like, prophet, so what's the end game here? Prophet, just, we've been saluting you for a while, man. We've been taking you around on our back. So what exactly are you gonna do for us?
why? I mean, I guess I never
thought about what you have to do as a prophet.
What? Do you have to do anything?
I think you do.
I would write it in there that I didn't have to do anything.
Well, that seems like a very strange prophet.
Yeah, it doesn't matter though. It's in there. Like, I mean, if you think about it, walking on water. Like, okay, so what are you gonna do while you're walking on water? Are you surfing? Are you gonna be fishing mid-Atlantic? Like, no, just the fact that he's got sandals on and he's walking across the stream is pretty neat. You know, you part a sea just to walk. Like, why can't you just be a really good boat maker?
So it seems like it's going to be very neat that there was a prophecy about you, but like at the end of the day, what?
At the end of the day, what do the Kardashians do? You know, they're just famous for being them. Okay, I mean, what? Because they have a TV show. I'm a dude written specifically about eons ago. Okay, I think I'm set. I don't think.
You're just going to confuse a lot of people. They're going to be like, why was this man written about?
Yeah, I'm going to confuse.
He's not doing anything. He doesn't have a message. He's just talking like. Yeah, I just kind of want to just chill, you know?
I'll work on that part, okay? I'll use that as a platform, and then when all eyes are on me later,
okay,
you know, then I'll, you know, like, imagine how many people would be listening to this podcast right now if I was a prophet.
Probably all of them.
That's what or at least billions, at least a couple bill.
They definitely check in to see, like, what you were about, you know?
Yeah.
And they find out it was just
Steven Seagal.
Just Seagal, yeah. You know, I'd probably go the sports almanac route, the old Biff
the
route.
Biff.
Yeah, that's probably what I'd do. Just honestly, I don't want to dress it up, but you know, a couple bets and you're just set. You're good.
Yeah, you're good. But then what? You're nothing, and that's all. Oh man, he made a couple sports bets. Nobody's gonna like that. Nobody. Oh, you brought home another suitor, honey. What's he do for a living? Oh, he made a couple bets. Wow. Okay. I mean, all I'll say is if you believe in me, give me $5. And every billion people that gave me $5, now I've got 5 times the money you have, and I'm a profit.
That was the question of the day. Now, a brief word from our sponsors.
Devil pogs. Are you tired of those pesky neighborhood kids stealing your hard-earned pogs with their superior slammers?
Mom, my slammer ain't slamming.
Well, worry no more. Milton Bradley brings you
Devil Pog.
Devil Pog.
Oh, hell, Satan.
The slammer that will literally eat your soul.
He'll eat your face.
Age restriction, 14 and up.
All right, we finally reached the point where we're on open record.
Ooh.
So open record is the part of the podcast where we just pretty much bring up anything that happened during the week and we talk about it.
Sounds simple.
So we are live, open record. Jacob, anything?
I think Elephant in the Room, Christmas. You've read the prophecy.
Oh, I've read the work. I'm the one to do it.
Oh, you wrote Infinite Jest? Well, here's my book. No. So Christmas has just passed.
Good old
Anything to
Christmas.
report?
Oh yeah, man. Christmas is a great time where you can just like really plug back in with family and kind of get rejuvenated about like why exactly it's so good to be alive.
Right.
And that was the probably the best blessing I found from over the holidays, Christmas.
I get that.
Yeah.
On my end, I guess, I don't know. What I kind of connected with was, it's like you spend all year, like you said, disconnected, just kind of slaving away at work, trying to build a nest egg, trying to, get a little bit more space between you and homelessness. And then, drop of a dime, turns out that, all the new rage this year is $400 a piece. And you get to be just a little bit closer to broke by the end of the new year.
Yeah, but it's worth it, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The best part for me, too, is... somehow they weaseled in the whole bit about how it's better to give than receive, and with of course all the joys of Santa. He can go down the chimney, he can eat your cookies, and of course all your best shit that you buy you have to not even take the credit for. So now not only am I broke, but I'm also.
But isn't that kind of like a minor miracle in itself, like that you can
Consumerism?
Well, not consumerism, but the idea of being able to create magic from nothing.
Like a sorcerer.
Like a sorcerer.
Well, I mean, one way you say create magic from nothing, I guess magic in that Chris Angel sort of, I'm just snowing over a bunch of kids that are eventually going to figure it out and then trust me just a little bit less from here on out. Then yeah, I guess it is a little magical.
So Christmas went well?
Oh yeah, it went fantastic.
So good stuff, Jacob?
No, it is the best time of year. The lights.
Do you own a firearm? The next question.
I am a firearm.
These guns are fire.
No, what I always like about Christmas, though, I truly love it. I just like going out and shopping and all that stuff.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like buying things, but like if you if you need a new microwave, I'd love to just come along and
check out the new microwaves.
It's just a good
Check
microcosm
out
of
these
what America is. Like you just see every type person, and at
true.
Christmas I love it because the lines are just around the store, and you never in my life have I seen faces more pissed off than the ones the day before Christmas. Just
And that brings you joy.
I mean.
Nothing like seeing a man pissed off at living.
Yeah, you just sound like a rockin' tour if you say you like to people watch, but when you get a little more specific, suddenly you're a prick.
It's like, honey, we've been people watching for a while, but I think you're looking at something a little different. Look at these fucking scum.
I mean, yeah, if you take people watching and you just really zoom in on it, then what are you talking about? You're either talking about, checking out, a dude's jock, or you're, looking at, a kid spilling their ice cream, or,
Or I guess you can kind of misconstrue it with like judgment, right? Like when you're just like, I'm gonna people watching, but you're really just looking for holes in other people's existences.
Pretty much,
and
yeah.
It's like, no, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Why is this a thing?
Hope that scarf you're buying's for you, honey.
So Christmas was good.
Yeah.
I thought it was a success.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, anything else?
I got into watching Sean Connery interviews this week.
Really?
Yeah, I've been watching a bunch.
How'd that go?
Interesting.
Sean Connery,
Sean
Connery's birthday.
He's I don't know, there's this one clip that's been going around about him, and this was like I don't even know when. Let's say 10 years, but maybe 20 years ago. And
And you just got on got
yeah,
on it
well,
now.
no, it's a minute and a half where he's specifically just talking about how he prefers to hit a woman with a open hand instead of a closed hand.
Oh man.
This clip is just so money. He's talking to a Barbara Walters, and she just doesn't know what to say to him. And she's like, yeah, so in this last interview from you, 5 years ago, you said blah, blah. It's like, and my views haven't changed. It's just like he's doubles down. He doesn't even...
It's like everyone else, like, well, the rules, Sean, kind of have been shifting around you. Man.
Bond. James Bond.
Haven't you seen The Rock?
I golf all day.
I stood aside. I stood in front, across from Nick Cage, and held my own. Pretty sure I can do this. I'm a voice of a dragon.
Hell, I am the dragon.
I am the dragon.
Oh.
Well, dang, I need to look into that.
Yeah, I recommend it.
I haven't really done anything with that.
Oh. How are you living?
Yeah, that's about it. We ready to wrap this thing up?
Oh, God, if we have to. I guess I'm contractually obligated to...
It's time to wrap this thing up.
As always, we're going to end this show with Nick's Minute, the minute of our lives where we all can watch grass grow. Take him away, Nick.
Welcome to Nick's Minute. For the next minute, now that I have your attention, let's just all think about what it means. That's it. What does it mean? When I think of mean, try not to even bring another thought into it, but just the thought of mean and meaning. What does it mean to mean? Now that I have you on that thought, let's push it a little further. Let's go a little deeper. What does it? Now,
has anybody been watching the clock? It feels like it's been 5 minutes.
I've got another 30 seconds. Now, what does it really? I mean, if you can answer what does it, then I can. Let's lead us to the next question: is what does? And if the answer's anything, well then I have to assume that.
And time, she's up.
Hold on. One more question. What? I'll end on that. What? It's been Nick's Minute. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for hanging out.
And that was Nick's Minute, and we'll see you next time.
And this has been episode 1 of the Jacob and Nick Show. Or as we like to say it around here, the Nick and Jacob Show.
No, we don't. Trademark infringement.
Jacob, Nick Show. Jacob, Nick Show.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Hey!